Welcome to Get Out There. I'm Liz Motley. Royal Caribbean International has distinguished itself as the cruise line offering some of the most talented and recognized entertainment available at sea. In this episode of Get Out There, we're going to show you what goes on behind the scenes of a full-scale entertainment production show and see what it's like for many of the performers who go and live on board a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. Plus, we'll spend some time with the Nelsons, Matthew and Gunnar, and find out what it's like for headline entertainers who perform at sea. On every ship, we've assembled an incredible team of talented individuals. We will introduce you to a few of the cast members behind the smiles and learn about their lives on board. Find out why they love what they do and see how they make Royal Caribbean stand out above the rest.
I've wanted to be a singer since I was 3 years old. I've always liked dressing up. I like makeup and shoes, and I love to watch people sing on TV. So that's always been a passion of mine. So now I'm living the dream I've always had. I've been on ships for about 4 contracts, so I would say that's about 2 years. And each experience I've had was a great one, so each one gets better and better.
Long before the curtain goes up at sea, the entertainment production begins with the staff behind the scenes with casting, training, and lots of rehearsals on land.
Entertainment is very important on a cruise because people actually by this time know a lot about cruises and they expect that there will be very good entertainment. It's one of the basic components of cruise ships today.
I oversee the casting department at Royal Caribbean. I also am responsible for casting all of the dancers, and I work very closely with our casting specialists for the singers to make sure we choose the proper singers for each position.
When casting, it is very important to look for certain qualities in the people who audition.
When we cast performers, of course, we look for their technique. We also make sure that they're incredible performers. And most importantly, they have a great personality because they are up close and personal with the guests and they do have the opportunity to interact with the guests. That's very important for us.
It's important for Royal Caribbean to develop and produce our own entertainment because we know how to do it the best. We promise our guests an opportunity to get out there. We can do that with our in-house team of creative people.
Where else to go for the best entertainment than Hollywood? Florida, that is, where you'll find the state-of-the-art Royal Caribbean Productions Entertainment Complex.
The Hollywood Production Studio is one of its kind for the entertainment industry, not just the cruise line industry. We are the only cruise line which produce all of our own shows. To create and develop one of our production shows, it usually takes approximately a full year. We start with the creative concept, we hire the scenic designers, the costume designers, the choreographers, the vocal arrangers, the vocal directors, and we decide as a team from Royal Caribbean which concepts fit which ship.
The goal is to put everything together and have it as tight as possible so that when you go on the ship, everything is smooth and you're ready to put it in front of the audience, the guests. I love coming to work for Royal Caribbean every day, especially in rehearsal. You have to be on your game every single day. You have to keep yourself healthy, you have to keep yourself strong, and when you walk through these doors at the studios in Hollywood, you have to be prepared to sing at your best, perform at your best, and work with other incredibly talented people that will push you as well to be at your best, so it's fantastic.
As we develop and grow as a company, we're expecting more and more out of our dancers and singers. They have to do acrobatics to work with the modern technology that we're doing today. There's so many different things that we expect of them.
The training that I've had before was pretty good, but here it seems like I have expanded what I know. I have honed on my skill even more so. I think the staff here at the Hollywood Studios are very professional, and they all love what they do as well as what we do. And we're all one big happy family. I think the cast that I'm working with now is one of the most talented casts I've worked with. I enjoy working with them. We're all great and talented, and we're all ready to get out there and be on the adventure of the seas.
The work of the singers and dancers continues even on board as they prepare for their live shows. We'll be right back and show you what life is like living and performing at sea. Welcome back to Get Out There. With the glamour of Broadway-style musical productions, hilarious comedians, live musicians, even professional ice skating shows on some ships, you'll always find something to entertain you. Here's a behind-the-scenes look as the curtain goes up on Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas. It's showtime.
1, 2, 3, and that's good. Every ship for Royal Caribbean has what they call a vocal captain. Let's try being a bit more percussive, and I'm going to pick up the tempo. In this particular case, that would be me. And so I just make sure that the singing and all the music elements of the show involving the singers is just the way The Office said it when we left Miami.
Do you feel that?
I think Royal Caribbean is known for having good entertainment because of the quality of the shows. The scenery, the sets, the sound, the singers, the talent, they hire amazing people.
You're surrounded by top-level talent, top-level dancers, other singers that are going to do fantastic work. And the production support you get, it's off the charts.
Once on board the ship, the Royal Caribbean singers and dancers still have lots of work in preparation for showtime.
It's important to stay on top on a weekly basis, doing tech runs, rehearsing, touching base with each other.
There used to be 4 couples, there's 3 now.
Because the guests who come on board the ship, they expect a very high level of entertainment.
The cast work schedule on board includes many technical rehearsals.
A technical rehearsal is a full-out run of every aspect of the show. The dancers dance full out. The singers sing full out. All of the lights are on, all of the sound is on, all of the moving set pieces are running.
If I'm not in a number, I'll just walk around the house a little bit and make sure the singers are hearing what they need to hear, and I make sure that it's sounding the way it needs to sound. In general, that we're doing what was set in rehearsal.
So let's go backstage behind the scenes. Basically, in this small space we have all this scenery, and it's constantly moving on stage, off stage to create, you know, whatever kind of situation we're trying to create for the show. And because we only have 30 seconds to change, we change right over here in this little cubby-way. You have about 7 people changing here. Costumes are all over the place, but it's quick, 30 seconds, on and off. For our changes that we have maybe a little bit more time, we actually come back here and change. But as you can see, there's more scenery back here, so there's not a lot of space for about 20 people, including cast, techs, and dressers back here. So it's not a lot of time, but there's a whole nother show going on back here. So that's showbiz, kids.
Showtime is the big event. The adrenaline is high as the singers, dancers, and technical production staff prepare for a great performance.
Now it's an hour before showtime, so I like to stretch my body, make sure muscles are all warmed up. I start getting ready before a show around 45 minutes to an hour.
the preparation and hard work pays off. The cast is ready. It's showtime for the guests on board.
I think the cast that we have is a very strong one. We groove with each other very well.
I look across the stage, she's giving everything she has. I get everything I have, and then the two of us singing together, we can feel that energy.
Intensity.
It's very exciting. But what can I give you in return? If you wanted the moon, I would try
To be on top of my game, I really need to focus. But what I also really need to do is remember that I love it. And always, always, that comes through. If you love what you do, it's going to come through on stage.
Oh, yes! Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Give what they deserve right here.
On board Royal Caribbean, the best seat in the house is yours. That seat could be inside one of the main theaters or even out by the pool. Entertainment is everywhere on the ship and in a variety of styles.
Our guests can see as much entertainment on a cruise as they want. We offer entertainment every night in our theaters, from production shows to variety shows. They can go to any of our lounges and go dancing or hear music. They can take dance classes. There's all kinds of activities offered by our cruise staff on board. There's so much for them to do, they could never do it all.
Royal Caribbean's cruise staff on each ship is led by the cruise director.
Many of our cruise directors are performers. Many of them have been singers or dancers in our production casts in the past. They've also, our cruise directors have also come from our cruise staff and sports programs, and they are entertaining every single day of the cruise, whether they're on stage or off stage.
I receive a lot of comments continually from our guests that it really exceeded their expectations in what they thought they were going to see. Just the theatres alone, I think, with all the bells and whistles that we have in these modern theatres, is very, very impressive. On our Voyager class ships, we have an ice skating rink featuring 10 world-class ice skaters, and that is certainly something you will not see with any other cruise line.
Wouldn't you like to have fun?
Costumes, lighting, scenery, that's what makes skating a dance show. That's what makes it a show.
The crowd is practically right on the ice, and it's nice for us because we can make an easy connection because they're right there.
The audiences love the ice shows, and we get frequent standing ovations. It's as fun for the skaters as well as the audience members.
We are constantly rehearsing. We have to keep up the rehearsal just to keep up the caliber of the show.
Whether they are performing on the ice or teaching someone how to skate, our ice skaters keep our guests entertained. Royal Caribbean's entertainment has something for everyone.
It's all fantastic entertainment, and it's time to go. It's showtime. We have a huge variety of entertainment on board the Royal Caribbean ships. On any of our ships, you'll certainly see an element of comedy.
I got yelled at the rock wall. I was like, you're not allowed to bring a ladder. Whatever.
We also have other entertainers such as featured singers, bands, musicians. With Royal Caribbean International, we have guests that come to us from all around the world, and perhaps English isn't their first language. So we have visual entertainment which consists of juggling, perhaps adagio acts, acrobatics.
I like to see a fun show for our guests. I like it when the show has good pace, it moves along well. Whatever they're doing, that they mix it up and keep it interesting for our guests.
There's nothing more gratifying than hearing the guests say, wow, I can't believe we just saw that on a cruise ship.
Exclusive performances and dazzling shows promise to fascinate your mind and captivate your imagination. We'll be right back to introduce you to some of the premier headliners you can see performing on your Royal Caribbean cruise vacation. Welcome back to Get Out There. They sing the songs that we all recognize, or maybe it's their face that we've seen on TV or in the movies. They are Royal Caribbean's headline entertainers. Entertainers who are not only recognized by national and international audiences, but are highly respected and loved by many. Let's meet a few of Royal Caribbean's headline entertainers.
A headline performer is an entertainer that has worked internationally, that has achieved some kind of fame internationally or nationally.
We hire all of the acts that you see in the variety shows and the premium acts like the Platters.
The Drifters, the Tribute to the Temptations, those types of groups, our guests, Motown groups, our guests love them. The Nelson Brothers are a great act. They do a great 45 to 50-minute show, which is very polished, very up-tempo, provides a lot of variety for our guests.
Headline entertainers who perform on board often have extra time to relax and enjoy their time at sea.
It's good to be the king. This feels absolutely awesome.